Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Oh Manogya Ridaye 55 of Vilapa Kusumanjali. Oh Manogya Ridaye, girl with a beautiful heart. Oh Sadaye, merciful girl. Will that beautiful blessed day come when this maidservant of yours will massage your feet and Sri Rupa Manjari takes care of your hands? Sri Raghunath Das is agitated by feelings of love and separation. He is deeply absorbed in his Swarupa Vesh, and he has no other aim than Swaminiji's lotus feet.
Why he is agitating? When he is in the lotus feet of Swami, what type of agitation is he having?
Joy.
Read the line and explain.
Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is agitated by feelings of love and separation. He is deeply absorbed in his Swarupa Vesh, and he has no other aim than Swamini's lotus feet.
Means he is agitating the fear of separation of this. In the service, she is worried, I no lose my service. Fear. If I will lose this service in my Siddha Deha, to serve to her, that will be my separation. My separation means coming to my bodily consciousness, I will lose this service. She is in service. After that, she is agitated by this feeling of separation of this service.
In his Braja Vilas Dava, he says, my heart is very agitated by remembering even a drop of the sweet divine nectar ocean that is the Yugala Kishore. The Acharyas are our example. Our lives should be completely in allegiance to them and following them. It is the nature of greed that it will not let a person in peace until he has gotten the object of his desire. This means that when we speak of something or think of something for a moment, and the mind is drawn to something else in the next moment, we cannot really speak of genuine greed.
Very important point. Chakshu, come near. I am keeping chair for you. Come near to me.
Then I cannot see you, Gurudev.
No, seeing is not important. This has to drink. Please come. Come near. Take chair. Sit here. You will see me also. It's a very important subject. Read from beginning.
The acharyas are our example. Our lives should be completely in allegiance to them. It is the nature of greed that it will not let a person in peace until he has gotten the object of his desire. This means that when we think of something for a moment, and then the mind is drawn to something else in the next moment, we cannot really speak of genuine greed.
Beautiful.
Means greed is always going on in the heart. If it's real, it's always there, Gurudev. No?
Right.
It never leaves you.
Right. Read up.
Sri Raghunath Das is agitated by feelings of love and separation. He is deeply absorbed in his Swarupa Vesh, and he has no other goal than Swamini's lotus feet.
What? What is the goal? Swamini lotus feet.
I have a question.
Ah.
He's saying she's deeply in separation mood and he's absorbed in his Svarupvesh. Why is it at the same time both?
No, he observed in Sarup but he is fear that he will lose. If he losing, then what will happen? That I point. Why when he is in Sarup he is in service, then why he is agitation coming in the mind?
Yeah, okay.
That's the point. The Sarup she is fearful, agitated, maybe I not lose this.
Yeah.
And then second line.
My heart is very agitated by remembering even a drop of the sweet, divine nectar ocean that is the Yugala Kishore. The acharyas are our example. Our lives should be completely in allegiance to them. It is the nature of greed that it will not let a person in peace until he has gotten the object of his desire. This means that when we think of something for a moment and the mind is drawn to something else in the next moment, we cannot really speak of genuine greed. When the aspirant devotee performs bhajan in the footsteps to the acharyas, a tiny drop of their vast devotional greed may become infused in his heart. How sweet are the activities of Srimad Mahaprabhu's associates. Whether they were householders or renunciants, they were all free from attachment to sense gratification. Their auspicious appearance into the material world was meant for distributing devotional experiences and detachment from sense gratification.
From the
detachment from sense gratification and distributing devotional experiences. Every mouthful of food causes nourishment, satisfaction, and cessation of hunger. In bodily consciousness, I cannot understand that I am Radha's maidservant. Srila Narottam Das sings in Prema Bhakti Chandrika. The senses that dwell in our bodies are so many enemies. Nobody cares to stop them. My ears hear, but don't listen. And my heart knows, but does not realize. One thing is for sure. This body cannot stay. I am chewing the thorns of sense gratification like a camel who cuts his mouth and tongue by chewing thorns, instead of eating the mango pits of devotion like the cuckoo. I am burning to death in the fire of illusion, but still I will not relish the nectar of devotion. Sri Narottam Das sings, I consider the poison of sense gratification to be happiness, although I should know it to be miserable. Taste the nectar of the Govinda subject and associate with his devotee. Know loving devotion to be real. I desire service being surrounded by the Sakhi. That service contains the greatest bliss. When you love God, the divine remnants of that love will be scattered throughout the universe. Then you can experience universal love as it is. Then the spiritual world is sweet. The material world is sweet. And sweet Krishna is even more sweet. Sweetness will be inside out. Swamini lies to rest on an excellent bed, covered with a bluish sheet. This sheet is very dear to her, simply because it is black bluish and reminds her of Shyam. She dreams of Shyam, and this sweetness makes her happy inside and outside. Rupa Manjari and Tulsi can both admire her charming beauty and serve her limbs at that time. How wonderful is their love for Swamini. Rupa and Tulasi's friendship is similar in this material world, where they are known as Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. Srila Raghunath Das introduces himself as follows by writing in the end of his Vishakhananda Stotram. This garland of verses was strung by someone who subsists simply on serving the dust from Srimad Rupa Goswami's lotus feet. May the devotees who take shelter of him accept the fragrance of this garland. It is described in Bhakti Ratnakara that after reading Sri Rupa Goswami's play Lalita Madhava, which describes Sri Radhika's feelings of separation from Krishna, Srila Raghunath Das almost died of transcendental agony. Just to save his life, Sri Rupa Goswami gave him his Dawn Keli Kaumudi to read, a one-act play which deals with the blissful meeting of Radha and Krishna. This inspired Raghunath Das to write his jewel-like one-act play named Dawn Keli Chintamani. Srila Rupa Goswami has also written a dedication to Raghunath Das Goswami at the conclusion of his Dawn Keli Kaumudi. Oh Madhava, my friend has given up all other activities and is now living in a cottage on the bank of Radhakunda, very anxious to exclusively serve you and Sri Radhika. You always cast your merciful glance on those who live in Vrindavan, and you fulfill all their desires. So please, quickly make the tree of his, Raghunath's aspirations, be a fruit. These are some examples of the very intimate friendship between Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. Tulsi and Rupa both climb on the bed to serve their Swamini. They are not at all shy. Their servant mood is mixed with a mood of friendship for Swamini. Tulasi calls Swamini Manogya Hridayo, girl, a beautiful heart. Literally, the word Manogya means knowing, from Gya, the mind, Manaha. Manaha Janatiti Manogya. Shrimati knows what is on Rupa's and Tulasi's mind, so she gives them this service. Manogya also means beautiful one. Her endless beauty illuminates the house, the bed, and the hearts of the kinkaris. Her aura has turned Shyama Sundara golden, making him become Gaura Sundara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. She is the quintessence of Mahabhav personified. All the poetic analogies about Srimati Radhika's beauty, her face defeating the moon in beauty, her eyes defeating the lotus flowers, and her nose defeating the sesame flowers, are ultimately futile, means they don't really compare. Only by her mercy, in the form of ecstatic love, she can be seen and felt in a heart illuminated by Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness. So only by her mercy, in the form of ecstatic love, she can be seen and felt in a heart illuminated by Vishuddha Sattva.
This is very important. Maharaj, please explain on this.
Right.
Only by the mercy of Swamini, by her mercy, in the form of ecstatic...
By her mercy. And what is her mercy? Prem.
Ecstatic love.
Shuddha Prem. Vishuddha Prem.
Vishuddha Sattva.
Suddha Sattva, goodness, pure goodness, and Vishuddha Sattva.
And it's, you cannot see her and cannot feel her and all this lila without this mercy.
That moment when we feel it, that is mercy. We know the Jiva, but we don't know to live in the pure Jiva. But her love makes to see that also. Suddha Sattva. Pure goodness. Vishuddha Sattva. At that says Sarup Avish. Means is no any diversion there.
Diversion? What diversion?
Keine Ablenkung mehr, keine.
No desire other. Pure goodness means like a pure gold. There is no other metal is there in that gold. And up to coming here is the mercy of Radhika. Why? Because this love bring me for that. Her love make me to be there, to be close with that. Love is making close. Prabhupada Bhagavad Gita last line closes that you know about soul only, Jiva only. But Jiva, knowing to the Jiva, also we have three things. Condition, we are conditioned because we have senses, body, mind, all these conditions. My false ego, my other's desire, my previous sanskara is also there, so we are conditioned. Second thing, we are margina.
What is margina?
Means walking on the shore of the ocean, sometime going to go to bath, and sometime what to walk.
Marginal energy.
Margina. Tatastha. And third is independency, because we are the spark of the Lord and He is very independent, so this nature comes to independent. It's only identification of soul.
This is soul consciousness. On
So,
that level, even that.
when the mercy, this is not my normal condition. Normal condition come when we took the shelter of pleasure-giving potency. Pleasure-giving potency is love, pleasure, Anandamaya Kosh. Ananda is coming, and that is the giver. Ananda giver is Radhika. You see, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Chit Sakti show us Satya, and Chit Sakti show us Ananda. Chit is Guru Sakti. Truth, what is the truth? And Ananda, Radhika. So Ananda Shakti, her mercy makes her normal condition to move more further. And more further, more closeness with living in the love. So Krishna in Chaitanya, he took shelter of the Radhika. The feeling of Radhika is shelter. And he is teaching this. And goal is avaran, covering. This covering is also Radhika. So shelter and goal has to be loving. And when this practice comes in our life, then there is no goal of Lord God. Only we live in the shelter of love, and goal is love. Means, if you see, the prayojan of the life is the prem, not his God. So he is teaching the prayojan also is love. So this love, Suddha, pure love, pleasure giving, pleasure, that pleasure exchange start. So when we give pleasure to her, by her mercy we receive pleasure and we give pleasure in our siddha there, a spiritual body. Only by thinking soul, we become very free from other identification of my body. When we go more in and more normal condition coming to me, real condition, normal means reality will come to me, we will more, before was my attachment in my sense gratification. Automatic attachment will come here. Attachment bring me to the sense gratification. If the attachment come here, then this is secondary. It is not the primary thing, because attachment make myself to move on that direction.
So the soul is always attached to something, isn't it? But it's a question if it is attached to sense gratification,
right,
material things, or to the...
But Shuddha Sattva and Vishuddha Sattva, this attachment is in different direction. This is pleasure-giving potency attached. If we want to go higher, then normal condition is coming. Up to soul, we are marginal. We are what do you say? Marginal.
It's neutral position.
And independent. Neutral, not very independent.
Yes.
We don't want to take shelter.
Jumping, huh?
Jumping means is a marginal, tatastha.
Ambivalent.
Yeah.
Sometimes that side,
sometimes that side. Up to soul. Sometimes why not by sense gratification? It's over. Business is over. Now this business is started. Because my attachment is there also. But in Suddha, what is pure? Suddha and Vishuddha. When we start moving for Suddha, it's becoming melting. And when we start melting, then my old identity, you take the one ornaments to the goldsmith. You say, I want pure material, gold from this. In your eyes, he will melt it. And you will say, oh, where is my ornament? But he's a liquid now. He's a melting. This melting is a Suddha. And when after melting it become cool, then again he make one ornament with pure gold. That is our Sarup. That is Swami is doing. That she gives Sarup. That now you are normal in this condition. And then you will be more close to me in relationship. Clear?
Can you repeat this sentence before that sentence also? It was the same topic, but
yeah, little different, yeah.
Sri Radhika is the quintessence of Mahabhav personified. All the poetic analogies about...
No, more higher.
More higher?
this was not the sentence. No.
This only by her mercy...
And one before.
And one before. Her face defeating the moon in beauty. Her eyes defeating the lotus flowers. And her nose defeating the sesame flowers are ultimately futile comparisons. Only by her mercy in the form of ecstatic love she can be seen and felt in a heart illuminated by Vishuddha Sattva, pure goodness.
Pure goodness. Vishuddha Sattva. Sattva, Sataguna. Suddha Sattva. And Vishuddha Sattva. There are 3 stages. Which place we are? Even we not live in Satoguna. And Sata is this. Suddha Sat, living in the soul consciousness, Sat. This is truth. Satya means truth. My existence and my relation with you, this starts from here. But we are not in normal condition. When we don't move for that direction, coming in soul consciousness is Satoguna.
Shuddha Sattva Guru.
No.
Satoguna. Suddha Satoguna, my desire to move for that. Start living in myself, in the soul, and desire to move for that. For Mana, Yoga Maya mercy is coming to me. That is Suddha. Moving that way. My direction changed. From this side I was looking, now I am looking this side.
So in Shuddha Sattva we are not marginal, Guru. In Shuddha Sattva we are not marginal anymore?
Is going, you go back side again, and you go up, again you go back, go up, again you go back. Like this is happening. But Vishuddha Sattva is a pure, what is the English, I don't know.
Pure goodness.
Pure goodness is only one. This is pure goodness. Is Suddha Sattva. Vishuddha Sattva is never mentioned there.
Yes. I think maybe also Shuddha Sattva is our original identity, not in any gunas, but we are the servant of Radha and Krishna.
Radha Dasyam.
And then Vishuddha Sattva maybe is this.
In my Manjari Sarup. Like this. Suddha Sattva is like I become Radha. But my identification is not fixed.
It's not realized.
Only I become servant of Radhika. Sometimes mind is going because old practice of Krishna going to there and there. But this is not a greed happen to be always in Radha Darshan. So but my direction is turned now.
Direction is fixed.
Yeah. This only positive direction is desire to move. Right? Clear?
Yes.
And Visuddha Sattva means when the goldsmith make with the pure gold one ornament, then you cannot change it. That is my Sarup.
This is, for instance, a specific service in the Leela.
Yeah.
This is stable.
Stable. Now you have to go to goldsmith to change your form. But it's not possible now. It's over now for this life.
Shuddha Sattva is the melted stage.
Melted.
So it means that in Shuddha Sattva still there is a lot of remembrance of
Melting stage, many metals are there, still metals are there, and this metal goldsmith has to remove that metal to make a pure gold. And when the pure goldsmith, you want that ornament, then also he has to do that. But Swamini only can make pure gold to you. If you go to the jeweler shop, he will again mix some metal to make the ornament. But Swamini make with the purity only the form. That is Sarup. That is my spiritual identity. Prabhupada say in page 4, Sarup and Siddhi of that Sarup. Means so living in that Sarup and you don't want to go out from that Sarup is a perfection.
Perfection of devotional service.
Devotional service. And from that stage, different. Greed is this. My goal is this. My movement change for going, traveling. Everything will be your normal like before. Griha Thakur, first line is this. You are in Grihastha ashram or you are renounced. Is no meaning. Who said this means you? Subject is attachment. Attachment bring you back for that. Your attachment here now. If it come to you circumstances, that will be secondary, not primary, because of attachment. Here is the attachment. And that will become, then they have to wait for that and you have to take decision for that. And before was time that I have no time to decide because I have one goal only. This was my attachment. This is the job only to do. But it becomes secondary.
It's another focus completely.
Focus. That is Vishuddha Sattva. Radha.
And I think one more meaning in this sentence is what's important for me, that it's not really possible that we do it.
It's all kripa. It's written there. It's all is a mercy of the Mahajans who already practiced this in his life. Only by listening them, it desire comes and they give mercy.
It's prasad, Guruji.
It's a prasad, all kripa. Nitya Siddharth, Sadhan Siddharth, they was different. We are only living in the mercy. One time this question come to me that I see many places about Nitya Siddha and Sadhan Siddha, but no book is mentioned about Kripa Siddha. You see? One day Narayan Maharaj appears to me and he says, "Foolish, you don't understand how mercy is coming to me." I said, "No." All the scriptures is mentioned how the mercy comes. This all is scripture is showing this only. In which circumstances, who is getting the mercy? When he is getting mercy, that to study. What you are studying is story on this. Which condition they are getting mercy? Or they cannot receive up to mercy. Whole Srimad Bhagavat is this. Whole Arjuna story is this. Every place is this. Yesterday he is telling very nice thing I like. He surrendered to Krishna, Arjuna, with but. Arjuna surrendered first, that I will surrender, I will follow you, your instruction, but
I will not fight.
I will not fight with anyone.
Yeah.
I have conditions.
I have with this condition. This is our position. The students come, I watch. This is good, but I say yes. But is good, very nice. When the but will finish, then you have a special desire. For that, so many times he has to read to remove the but only. So many classes Krishna is giving to Arjuna. After that, but is there. Then he asks you, can you show your Virat Swarup? To clear his butt. And when he showed up, then he realized what a mistake I do.
But
This butt.
Then, in that moment, he saw, he got realization we should suffer.
No, he is not realized.
No.
He feels guilty. No. No, he was not happy to see this.
He was fearful also.
Ultimately, when Krishna appeared in his original form.
Original form is Krishna.
Yes.
But when he see Virat Swarup, he was very guilty to do this mistake.
because doubtfulness, because of his doubt.
Doubtfulness. And he say, I'm lose my friend. And he don't want to lose this friend who is friend. He said, then he realized, oh, what I am doing. He feel ashamed about himself, what I want to see. You see the love. Krishna wants to show the Virat Swarup of him in his mouth to Mother Jasoda. And love, it's impossible. is a black magic happen. Somebody do some black magic to my son. I have to do something. She went to take some chili to move this way and throw in the fire. If some black magician make back, she's not ready to believe that I am sitting inside the mouth of Krishna. She no agree. This is love. Why to agree? She has full love.
How you said when Uddhava came and she was bringing the clothes from closets. You say he has no form. And this he had with 4, this he had with 5 years, this clothes with 6 years.
You see? So, the lovers has no doubt. He feels ashamed that he has no love, friend, the friend who I am always putting the feet to him like this and showing the way, right, left, and this is there, and I cannot feel him, and I not listen to him, but he is always there with me. Then he realize the mercy. This is the mercy. Without mercy, never realizations come. This is the beauty of mercy. Yeah.
And there is also one other point in this sentence. You see or you listen to the story and you cannot feel anything or you don't understand what is going on without this mercy. So the same story is, on the one hand, it's nothing or basically empty. On the other side, when you are in this Vishuddha Sattva, then everything reveals.
So, always the scriptures say we have to sit with someone higher than us. Why we take the books of the higher realized soul? Because their words are realized. They live in their Siddha Deha, Vishuddha Sattva. All books will not help us. Their Vani can help us. Vani only can help us. Evening time, I will show you the songs of the Mahat to the Mahatmas, Rasik Mahatmas. Pratibha is coming evening time. She will explain that. There is no difference in the flow of Radhika because Radhika is not many, only one. And this flow only one way of coming for Krishna. See the Radha Kund, one flow go to the Sham, no other. The person who comes to take bath in the Radha Kund, they took mercy. No third place going. Mercy is only getting who wants mercy from Radha. That is bathing of her. But the flow of Radhika, of love, only going to Krishna. That is Radha. So always we have to bath in Radha Kund. Means listening the Radha's pastimes. This is bathing, living in that. Why not people say Shyam Kund? You going to Shyam Kund? Nobody says. Radha Kund. Because Krishna also take bath from Radhika. The mercy of Radhika. See the scriptures also. is all mercy. And this mercy of love, how she is unconditional, giving love by mercy. What you want, she is ready to give. This is the mercy. If you want to really to go read the pastime of saints of Braja, the Vaishnava's story, they say Bhakta Mal in Hindi. Without listening Bhakta stories, how their difficult time they pass in their life and how they are fixed. Bhaktamal is generating bhakti in ourselves. When I asked Gurudev what to read, he said Bhaktamal. Only stories of Bhakta to read.
We have it in the bookstore.
Please try Bhaktamal. Only read the stories of Bhakta. Indian has a more fortune because they have a very nice Bhaktamal. In English, they are not much, only talking about Krishna. But when you come to Radhika, you need the Bhakta's story, how the love and the mercy comes in the life.
So only by her mercy, in the form of ecstatic love, she can be seen and felt in a heart.
What? How she can see and feel?
By her mercy.
What?
That comes,
When I will move in that direction. She is the Alladini Shakti, but we have to generate some loving with this life. Some loving nature, some sweet nature, some soft nature. This nature will not come. The way is different to go. If I want to move in that direction, this is the way. What she do, I have to start doing that way, that I can go in that direction.
only by her mercy,
Mercy.
in the form of ecstatic love,
Yes.
she can be seen and felt
You see,
in a heart.
we can see and felt with the love, and we have no ecstasy love, then we try to start to love, and then we will come to do that selfless love. Without coming that way, how we can imagine to do that?
Very far.
Then she is far, she is hiding herself. She is hiding to give mercy because we don't want that. Because of but. But is not receiving mercy. I listen, I am very surrender to you, but this condition not agree. Like Arjuna. You see the 1 and 2 chapter? Many places they practice only 1, 2, 3 chapters because the butt will never go.
They don't want the butt to finish.
No, you have to keep the butt.
One time, Gurudev, I heard this story about Queen Kunti and her surrender. And at first, when she was trying to be undressed. They tried to undress her, and she was keeping her sari with one hand. Draupadi, sorry. And she was keeping her one hand up, but holding her sari, and fear is there. But then she surrendered and put both hands up, and then the sari became infinite. Mercy.
Till the butt is there. The power to hold is there. Krishna never comes. Yeah.
Whatever falls into an ocean of nectar becomes nectarian. Similarly, the garments, ornaments, and everything of Sri Radhika, who is the personification of Mahabhav, are all filled with Mahabhav.
Why? Because when Manjari is putting any garment, any ornament, she is telling, this is coming to your neck, and it increases the beauty of your breast. You're so, what you say? Nice, good breast, and it will attract to Krishna. And this, it will touch you all the time to your breast. And this is, I am putting you, Krishna, in your neck. Yes, do quick. She said to Manjari, do quick, because Krishna will live in my neck and breast. I want this. Do it. That makes beautiful to her. Beauty only in meditation of his lover. Even the ornaments become the lover. So why are you putting in the hand? What is the meaning of hand now? You said, no, you don't understand. He touched your hand. When he touched your hand, first touch your fingers. That time, he said, wow, so beautiful hand. And she will not leave your hand. Oh, Krishna will not leave my hand. It's all decoration for Krishna in meditation of Krishna. Is her ornaments. So it's very beautiful. It's a big meaning behind that. And they put so much ornaments, and evening time she has to go Avishar to meet Krishna. And when she starts walking, this is so heavy that she cannot walk smoothly. Then she starts and throwing. The Manjari said, you not want to show to Krishna? He said, what's the use of that when it makes me blockage in my walking and going faster? I was with Krishna whole day, but when I am meeting personally to him, then what is the use of this ornament? This is the beauty of ornament. And whole street, whole road she is throwing every ornament.
So Vrindavan is full of her prasadi guru.
This is the mercy to understand. The beloved want to show to the lover to the full of ornaments, and she has no meaning. This is a wasting time. Now, it's wasting my time to reach soon there. Second thing, I will waste my time to open my ornaments. Throw it. No meaning. The whole day was meaning, but now is no meaning because she is meeting now.
So whatever falls into an ocean of nectar becomes nectarian. Similarly,
Even the ornaments become nectar, the garnets become nectar. Anything followed to her become nectar. The fallen soul become useful when he takes the shelter of Radhika. The moment it happens, it's life change. That is nectar. When we start taking the mercy as a juice, all time nectar is coming and we start living like it in juice all the time. Juicy.
Always intoxicated.
And slowly, that living soul will become in Suddha Sattva. And there is no condition, unconditioned. No condition can touch there.
No bondage.
No bondage, no independence. Dasi. She become proud to say, I'm a Radha Dasi. She has a pride of that. Feel good luck. The day comes in my life to become her servant. I can give massage to her lotus feet. And she is fearful. Why to leave? Something happen and I have to go, and she has to go out, then I will go again in my suffering there, plastic body. That is good luck that we have a plastic body. We have a land to enter this way. But this land is to protect, to practice. But they are fearful. What you say? What the word?
Anxious.
Anxious. Anxiety is there. Not to do, back to go back to. Understand? ठीक है? Good? Bhai, you are senior person. I have to take permission. Maybe I am deviating from that.
whatever falls into an ocean of nectar becomes nectarian.
You see, anything falls in the nectar, it becomes nectar. Rascal will fall in nectar, rascal will become by her mercy nectar. Who can know bad rascal like me? And when the day will come in my life to fall in that nectar, life will change. Who fall in this ocean of nectar, he become nectar. No any sadhana required. You have no time only to jump there. No sadhana required. This is her mercy. Motherly love. And she always select unqualified son to give mercy. This is the nature of Mama. He never check for the qualified who is good settled down. But unqualified son is the priority of him. This is the Matriya. Matri love, motherly love. Yeah.
So whatever falls into an ocean of nectar becomes nectarian. The Mahajans relish this, and we taste their remnants.
We taste their remnants. This book is the remnants of Mahajan. Raghunath Das Goswami is writing, and Anand Das Babaji Siddha Purush is explaining that how, where in his Siddha Sarup. So this writer is nectar, translator is nectar, living in nectar, and the person who is talking, he or she is in nectar. So it has to work out. It will work. This is the vibration. Yeah.
The Mahajanas relish this, and we taste their remnants.
Yeah. We only take the remnant. This is the Dasi nature. Dasi always takes the remnant and say, believe in nectar. That the reverence is the nectar for my change, because this is very conditional nature. Will change only with that.
Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has written, Radha is anointed with the fragrant ointment of affection to Krishna. And this
Radha
is anointed.
What is means anointed?
Covered.
Covered. He cannot see other than, she cannot see than Krishna, anointed. And the Manjaris are anointed with the Radhika. She cannot see out of the Radhika anything. If she wants to see out of Radhika anything, she is not a Radha Dasi even. What about Manjari? She not even come to the Suddha Sattva. Radha Dasi. Only even the dreaming, only she has to meditate in Radhika. Day and night, any time without Radhika is nothing. That is Sudha. Sattva. Then this practice will bring me Visuddha. Jai Shri Radha. Radha Mohan is calling. You not give me time. I say start with 10, you say no, 11.
I was sitting 1 hour, nobody came. Chanting my best bhajan.
From tomorrow I will come at 10. Nobody come, we will read. And you read and I will listen. Most beautiful thing. When there are two only. One is who is talking like you, and I will listen.
Gurudev, it's always very difficult for us to understand when class is starting, and maybe it can start at 10, maybe 11, and this and that. So I thought we could do like this, and when you get ready, then we take a bell and run through the whole ashram, and everybody.
No necessary. They think from me that I will come. And I think why I will go there is not a philosophy talking. It's a rasa. If you have no rasa, what is interest to go? And if somebody has no rasa, no feel good, why I will go? So I avoid to come. Every day want to be holiday. Are? I am in my mood. Why I will interested to talk this? I am in rasa. I am in rasa. Sharing or not sharing, I have no other business. But the greed is there or not, that is the point.
So it's our turn to
that is not my turn. No, bell is not necessary. You come here, automatic I will come. You come anytime, I am ready for that. Every day I am ready for, ask to her. I am ready for every day. Evening 4 I am ready. But I will never come. I want you all come in my room, I share you. Up to 12 I share. What you say? Even the 12 night they are there, any question they ask, I share. When I become too tired that I cannot sit, then I go
you fall
to
from your chair, Gurudev.
I'm always ready. But for going to give the class for what? It's not a Krishna Katha, it's a Rasa Katha.
We have to show our greed.
Rasa Katha. Not a God consciousness. For God consciousness, you have to be perfect to do this. Radha Katha, 24/7 has to go. On and on and on and on. Without any break. That is Radha Katha. Dreaming, sitting, talking, eating, business, every place Radha vibration should be.
So this lecture is permanent.
Permanent.
Eternal.
So that's why it's difficult
always
to find a starting point.
only to jump here, no?
We have to jump here to feel it.
Jumping is the point. Here not to any occasion to prepare for something. We have to jump for this. Radhe Radhe.
I have one proposal. Maybe it's a good idea to go tomorrow to Barcelona.
Wow, this is the best proposal. If you want to go alone or somebody.
No, so maybe the whole group or whoever wants. And then we have to organize some bus or something.
No, if somebody like to go, they can.
Because tomorrow is this holy festival.
Very nice, Lattamar holy. My God.
I will go with
Be
Pratima,
careful. Huh?
I will go with Pratima.
Go. Then she will explain the song of Holi. In evening, she is coming and she will give the Harikatha, Rasa Katha.
She doesn't know yet.
I say already.
Oh yes, you said.
Yeah, the Rasa Katha in Holi. What is playing? What is the meaning of play of the Holi? Jai Sri Radha.
Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe